Keep your spine straight. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in. Hold it there. Om. Om. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahmavidvaram Sadgurum Brahmavidvaram Yo antah pravishya mama vachamimam prasuptam sanjeevayatyakhilashakti-dharasvadhamna अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम् ॐ श्रीपरमात्मने नमः अथ गीताध्यानम् ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम् नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे कुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयः प्रदीपः प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः सर्वोपनिषदो गावः दोग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्सः सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत् वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम् भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयद्रथजला गान्धारनीलोत्पला शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनि कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोत्तीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैरणनदी कैवर्तकः केशवः पाराशर्यवचः सरोजममलम् गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटम् नानाख्यानककेसरं हरिकथा सम्बोधना बोधितम् लोके सज्जन षट्पदैरहरहः पेपीयमानं मुदा भूयाद् पङ्कजं कलिमलप्रध्वंसि न श्रेयसे मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम् यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तन्न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः देवाय तस्मै नमः. Pranams to the Lord. Pranams to all the Mahatmas in tonight's Gita session. We are doing chapter 3. We have seen first 4 mantras of chapter 3. We'll just chant it quickly. ॐ श्री परमात्मने नमः। अथ तृतीयोऽध्यायः कर्मयोगः। अर्जुन उवाच ज्ञायसि चेत् कर्मणस्ते मता बुद्धिर्जनार्दन तत्किं कर्मणि घोरे मां नियोजयसि केशव। व्यामिश्रेणेव वाक्येन बुद्धिं मोहयसीव मे तदेकं वद निश्चित्य येन श्रेयोऽहमाप्नुयाम्। श्रीभगवानुवाच लोकेऽस्मिन् द्विविधा निष्ठा पुरा प्रोक्ता मया नघ ज्ञानयोगेन साङ्ख्यानां कर्मयोगेन योगिनां न कर्मणामनारम्भात् नैष्कर्म्यं पुरुषोऽश्नुते न च सन्न्यसनादेव सिद्धिं समधिगच्छति. We've seen till this verse. Arjuna is in a dilemma. Such beautiful second chapter where the jnana has been glorified and sthita prajna's lakshana has been said, and the chapter ends with that. So this chapter beginning, chapter 3, Arjuna's natural question is, you are saying, asking me to get up and fight, but you are glorifying jnana. Can you just decide and tell me for once what would be the better path for me? Then Krishna is beginning to tell that there are two ways, anyways. One is the Jnana Marga and one is the Karma Marga. But it doesn't mean that those who are not beginning only the karma to do, that they are liberated, or they say they have given up the karmas, they are liberated. So this was the fourth verse where he is clearly saying this. So then what the explanation has to go on further. So we'll continue from there. Then I just had a thought in mind. We have Purnamada mantra we had to do, and we had some grammar to see. Last week we had quickly revised the karma, the kriya pada part. We had to see the vibhakti part, out of which with the reference card we have done with up till three vibhaktis we have seen. I thought we will have a grammar session independently after we finish some more. But because we said we will do a quick recap, we'll just do a quick recap of these three because you have the notes of those with you. Anybody who wants to quickly sum up in 2 minutes? Okay, if I ask question, would it be easier then? If to sum up is very difficult, asking question would be easier. Okay, so vibhakti means what? What are we studying? Prathama, Dvitiya. What is that?
The cases like one Shabdarupa will have, for example, in English, we want to say with, I'm drinking milk with the glass. So how do we say with the glass in Sanskrit? So that comes with vibhakti. So,
So the prepositions have been added to the nama directly. Within, from, to, by.
they're
All
embedded
the
in.
prepositions, they are embedded in the word directly. So how it gets embedded, we are not going into that deep because each vibhakti will have one suffix. Su, au, jas, out, shas. What I'm saying, these are suffixes. So su will go and attach to deva word. Then how from that deva has formed. Like that, there is a big grammar thing. We don't have to get into the nitty-gritty and the mathematics of it. What we are directly taking the end product, that okay, deva word, devaha is happening, and that is for a singular. That is, we call who is doer of the action in an active voice, or if we have to point out, that is a tree, saha vrikshaha. So when we have to point out, it will be in this first case. So first case means prathama vibhakti, where we have to point out a thing where it is. or a doer of the action in an active case, is this Prathama Vibhakti is used. In Sanskrit, apart from singular, plural, we also have dual. So if it is one god we want to point, we will say Devaha. If it is two gods, we will say Devo. If there are many gods, we will say Devaha. So Devaha, Devo, Devaha, and then we end it with Prathama, first case. So this means the doer of the action or whatever the thing we want to point. But it is not that simple because Deva Shabda is Pullingi and it is Akaranta, Deva, ending. The word can be Hari, Hari, Ikaramta. The word can be Guru, Ukaramta. Pitru, Rukaranta. So there will be different kinds of ending. Bhagavat, Sakaranta. So Karman is a Napunsakalinga. Whatever. Nakaranta will be there, Rikaranta. So there are different, and then these words are going to change accordingly for their Prathama, Ekvachan, Dvivachan, or Bahuvachan. Then this is for the, so this is the ending, but also it will have Linga, means gender. So Deva is a Pullinga word, it's a masculine. But we will have a Strilinga, Devi. And Devi, Strilinga word only will end with E, not just E. There can be Akaranta. Rama,
Mala.
Mala, Matru, Rikaranta. Dhenu, Ukaranta. Mati, Buddhi, Ekaranta. So the short E, long E. So there will be endings also different, like how for masculinely, for feminine also, it will have like this. Strilinga. Then we have neuter gender also. Phalam, Vanam. But like I said, Karman, there will be other Nakaranta ending also in. So what we are trying to see that there are suffixes going and adding to the original word, the root word, which we call it as Shabda for Namapada. For all those are nouns, the root word is called as Shabda. For all those are verbs, the root word is called as Dhatu. Okay, so like Patha is the Dhatu for in the word Pathati. Vandate. Vanda is the Dhatu. Means what is the root word? Okay. So Prathama we have seen. Then Dvitiya. Dvitiya is the object. So first was the subject who is doing the action. Dvitiya is the object or where you want to go. You are showing. You want to show to whom you are to whom whatever you're doing. Not even namaskar or giving because that can come as Chaturthi also. Whichever place from Singapore to Bombay you are going. So Simhapuri Taha to Mumbai you are going. Mumbai Nagari. Whatever you have to say. So that object or you are eating phalam, what you are doing. The object of the, you are eating the fruit. What are you eating? Who you are the doer. So you is the doer, but fruit is the object. Eating is the action. By hand you are eating. The hand is becoming instrumental case. So first was subject. Second is the object. The third now is becoming the instrument with what you are doing your action. So this is Tritiya Vibhakti. With what, by what, with or by when we have to use, we use the third case. So first case, second case, third case. The names would be Prathama, Dvitiya, Tritiya. Or nominative case, accusative case, instrumental case. This much, is it clear? This much have you written in your notebook?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So now those who have written in the notebook, raise your hand. Not physical hand, the Zoom hand raise. Okay, we'll start from you. Shri Vidya Lakshmi, read what you have written as Deva Shabdaha.
Prathama Purush,
No,
Devaha,
no.
only
If
the
you will
Shabd.
say Prathama Purush is coming where? Why are you mixing?
No, Prathama Vibhakti. Sorry. Only the Shabd I have to read.
How did I read? How did I say now?
Vibhakti.
Devau, Devaha, Prathama. This is the format.
Okay.
Deva, you are writing Prathama in the margin. You write Prathama first, but while chanting, you are saying end. Devaha, Devau, Devaha, Prathama. Okay. So how you have to start? Akaranta Pullinga Deva Shabdaha.
Akarantah Pullinga Deva Shabdaha. Devah, Devau, Devaha, Prathama. Devam, Devau, Devan, Dvitiya. Devena, Devabhyam, Devaihi, Tritiya.
Very good. Shri Devi Bodhaji, Nadi Shabda YouTube.
Nadi. ईकारान्त स्त्रीलिंग नदी शब्दः नदी नद्यौ नद्यः प्रथमा नदीं नद्यौ नदीः द्वितीया नद्याः नदीभ्यां नदीभिः तृतीया.
Is it Nadyaha? You have written Visarga for it?
Yeah, in Tritiya. That's wrong.
No Visarga.
No Visarga. Okay.
Nadya, Nadibhya, Nadibhi. Vani, Mala Shabda.
अकारांत स्त्रीलिंग माला शब्दः माला माले मालाः प्रथमा मालां माले मालाः द्वितीया माला मालया मालाभ्यां मालाभिः तृतीया.
Good. Shabda. Napunsakalinga Phala Shabda. Why so long?
One moment.
It should not take so long.
Sorry, Amma. Sorry.
You have that Devanadi Shabda in front of you, right? With that itself, this word should be there. What is so much to search? We have not done only so many words. Vana Shabda you have written.
Yes.
From that you put Phala Shabda. That's all. What is there to panic so much?
Phalam. Akaranta Napumsakalingaha Phala Shabda.
Phala, not Phala.
Phala. Prathama Vibhakti. Phalam.
Did we do Prathama Vibhakti? Was that the format? Where is the attention? How did we whole class read how? Same format.
Phalam. Phale. Phalani.
Prathama. Say, were you not attentive when the class was on so much? What were you doing when others were reading?
I was taking the notes. Sorry.
So, phalam, phale, phalani, prathama.
Phalam, phale, phalani, dvitiya. Phalena, phalabhyam, phalaihi, tritiya.
Correct. Okay, only so many hands were there. No other hands are there. That means you have not written your notebook. And today, as I was putting the post in the group, it is our 28th class, 28th. So that means how many months are over? 7 months are over. In 7 months, you could still not write these few words. Okay. Still, we have to do the pronoun part. So, if you have a doubt, you please ask me. I will just give you 2 weeks to complete. In addition to Tritiya, you will get now Chaturthi, Panchami, Shashti, Saptami also and Sambodhan to write. 2 weeks. Everybody should have this notebook complete. If you don't know how to make the notebook, please message me and ask. I'll again tell. Though you have to just scroll up and see the YouTube where it has been. But the efforts are not taken. Yesterday, Narayaniam class was like that. Today, I see the same pattern in this class. But fine. Over here, I'm not saying anything because it's little different. Gita, and we are going into completely unknown waters with this grammar. If you have the notebook complete, Gita really you will enjoy because you have to just flip your pages and see the answer over there to enjoy that Gita. Okay. There are people who teach Gita without chanting one single verse. There are people who teach Gita who don't know to chant also, or who don't know even Sanskrit also. So there are people who don't know to read and write also. So are these all not qualified for enlightenment? Of course, they are qualified completely. So is this a must to do? No, this is not a must to do. But since our class Arambha is Sanskrit through Gita and Gita through Sanskrit, we opted to learn this. So at least by the end of the course, something should be knowledgeable of Sanskrit. Knowledge of Sanskrit is not obstructing your liberation at all. It will just make life easier to understand the Gita. We are still stuck in life. In life, we are not seeing Bhagwan. So there is a lot of effort needed for us. So just only knowing to chant little bit here and there in few satsangs is not qualifier for liberation. Now Krishna is going to say the same thing. The karma first we'll have to purify and then go. So without knowledge, liberation is a very distant target. Because ultimately our aim is not learning Sanskrit. So that's what I'm first only saying, that it is not necessary. How many illiterate, so-called, if we have to say, are fully knowledgeable and are liberated souls living even today. So that is not a criteria. But the course which we have taken, the scope of this class demands little bit of Sanskrit knowledge. Like I said, all the mathematical equations and all we should push off. And a spoon fed was given with reference cards. Now you copy this in your notebook. This is the reference card. This much is given in your hand already. So if you go in your WhatsApp, if you are even not wanting to take effort to scroll, you go to the media. In that media, you will see from beginning what all has been posted. Then you save all those reference cards and you look into it and write in your notebook. How to make the notebook, that photo has also been posted. So please do this 2 weeks, end of June. After that, we will have a qualifier. Those who don't have the notebooks will not sit in the class. So that's the only thing. Even if there are few people, I would like those people who want to learn. I don't want 100 people in my WhatsApp group, out of which 20 people attending, out of which 4 people will have notebook. Then I'll rather have only 4 people rather than the 120 or whatever. Why means when I'm going to talk further, I will not have again time to come back on this again. Somewhere we will have to dedicate 20 minutes of our day to do this job also now, to study. Okay, fine. The reason is when the Sandhi will start, you should know if it was, let's say, Devat. This word is existing, you should know Devat is existing as a Panchami. Then only that Sandhi break you could probably do. Otherwise, over there again, I will have to start teaching this. You should know the original word, then you will be able to break a Sandhi. So, some small knowledge is necessary. Today onwards, we begin the notebook. Some more reference cards are coming your way. Then it will be a big pile up and a confusion. Those who have any confusion, doubt, please first ask me. My WhatsApp is free for all the questions and I'll answer them. Okay, now let's go to our fifth verse. Okay. Are there any kids? As always, I don't see any kids. One kid I saw, he ran away immediately. That also running away I saw. Adults raise hands. Okay. Leela ma. Arun Jain ji. Nahi kaschit kshanamapi.
Nahi kaschit kshanamapi.
Kas not to say. Kash you should say. Shakara, half sh.
Nahi kaschit kshanamapi.
Nahi kaschit kshanamapi.
Jatu tishthatya karma krit.
Jatu tishtatya karma krit.
Jatu tishthatya karma krit.
Karyate hyavashah karma.
Karyate hyavashah karma.
Sarva. Sorry. Yes, ji. Sorry.
Karyate hyavashah karma.
So, karyate
Hyavashah karma.
hyavashah karma.
Karyate hyavashah karma.
Sarva prakriti jair gunaihi.
Sarva prakriti jair gunaihi.
Sarva prakriti jair gunaihi.
Nahi kaschit kshanamapi jatu tishthatya karma krit.
Nahi kaschit kshanamapi jatu tishtatya karma krit.
Nahi kaschit kshanamapi jatu tishthatya karma krit.
Karyate hyavashah karma sarva prakriti jair gunaihi.
Karyate hyavashah karma sarva.
Are you there, Leelama? I think we have lost her here. You can start, Arunji.
Okay. Nahi
Prakriti jair gunai.
karyate havashah karma.
Vashaha, you should not say vashah karma.
Karyate havashah karma. Sarva prakriti jair gunahi.
Go for the full verse.
Nahi kaschit kshanamapi jatu tishtatya karma krit. Karyate hyavashah karma sarva prakriti jair gunai.
Nahi kaschit kshanamapi jatu tishthatya karma krit. Karyate havashah karma. Sarva prakriti jair gunahi.
So, a very beautiful thing. Like in the previous verse, we should connect how he had said that karmanam anarambhat, if you don't start your karma, or sannyasanat, if you are taken sannyasa, we are not going to be qualified to be a knowledge. Why? The reason is in this verse, because nahi kaschit kshanam api, pi also, for not even 1 second, kaschit kshanam, no, for not even 1 second, manushaha, word is not written over there. We should imagine that. Akarmakrit jatu tishtati. A person cannot stand without performing any action even for a minute. Akarmakrit, without doing any action. Jatu cannot, verily he cannot stay without performing an action even for a minute, a kranamapi. Why? Karyate hi avashaha. He avashaha. He's ikara, avasha's a is forming ya. So this also we will learn in Swara Sandhi. E and a is making ya. How? So he avashaha, without any control, helplessly. What is happening? He is doing the actions because sarvaha prakruti jaihi gunaihi. It is in the nature. You are born with certain gunas. Prakriti jaihi. You are born with that prakriti, and by those qualities you are influenced. Right? Just now we saw Shrivas coming. He will be so very jumping here and round. But if we will ask, probably Shardaji, was Shreyas like that? Probably she'll say, no, he was very much calm and all. But there is certain qualities one person is born. Will be so restless and naughty. If he is not given one action to do, then we will find, oh, is something wrong with him? Why he is not jumping around today? Is he sick? Like that we will feel. Because that is the swabhava. How do you change? Some are born with certain things, not some. All are born with certain things. We behave in a certain way because this is our nature. Yesterday in the class of Narayanam, I was angry. So the people thought they are wrong. No, the class was to show me that I have anger in me. Certain thing is there inside, and with whatever outer influence, what is inside only will come out. So if there is anger in me, then only the anger is going to come out. It has to subside. That was a scene yesterday to show the mirror. Okay, you have to improve on these things. There are more forbearance, tolerance, more patience probably needed, and not to lose your head. All whatever we can analyze it and think. But who will become angry? Those who have anger, they can only become angry. Those who don't have anger, who can? They cannot. Prakruti jaihi gunaihi. So according to your mental texture, your responses to the outer world will be there. And accordingly, your actions you will do. Okay. So this is a clear cut. Now Krishna is saying, you cannot. Kshatriya, he is trained and he's got such mighty powers. He has defeated even Lord Shiva. He's got his Pashupatasra. He's got so many Astra Shastras won over fighting with so many great Devatas, warriors, Mahagurus. Can such a Kshatriya sit quiet if he's saying he wants to go? It's not his mental texture. Something else will irk him, and something in a different way he will react. So he's now clearly saying that nahi kaschit kshanam, not even a second, akarmakrit tishtati. That tishtati, now we got this verb. Anybody can relate anywhere? Tishtati is like which verb? Anybody can relate?
Pathati.
Pathati.
Correct. Pathati. Pathati is what kind of verb? Parasmaipad. And which Purusha it is?
Prathama Purusha.
Pratham.
And what Vachan it is?
Ekvachan.
Ekvachan. So we should link it. Okay. Nahi kaschit kshanamapi jatu tishtatya karma krit karyate hyavashah karma sarvah prakriti jairgunaihi. Continue. Karmendriyani sanyamya
कर्मेन्द्रियाणि संयम्य
कर्मेन्द्रियाणि संयम्य
yaste manasa smaran.
यास्ते मनसा स्मरन्
य आस्ते मनसा स्मरन्
Indriyarthan vimudhatma
इन्द्रियार्थान् विमूढात्मा
इन्द्रियार्थान् विमूढात्मा
mithyachara sauchyate.
मिथ्याचारः स उच्यते
मिथ्याचारः उच्यते
कर्मेन्द्रियाणि संयम्य यास्ते मनसा स्मरन्
कर्मेन्द्रियाणि संयम्य य आस्ते मनसा स्मरन्
कर्मेन्द्रियाणि संयम्य य आस्ते मनसा स्मरन्
इन्द्रियार्थान् विमूढात्मा मिथ्याचारः स उच्यते
इन्द्रियार्थान् विमूढात्मा मिथ्याचारः स उच्यते
इन्द्रियार्थान् विमूढात्मा मिथ्याचारः स उच्यते
कर्मेन्द्रियाणि संयम्य य आस्ते मनसा स्मरन् इन्द्रियार्थान् विमूढात्मा मिथ्याचारः स उच्यते
कर्मेन्द्रियाणि संयम्य य आस्ता मनसा
आस्था
स्मरन्
not आस्था आस्ते
य आस्ते मनसा स्मरन् इन्द्रियार्थान् विमूढात्मा मिथ्याचारः स उच्यते
So okay, I feel fine, I'm very nice and controlled person, like this, and I sit nice and calm and quiet. Then in my mind, oh, they did like this, they did this, he said this, he didn't do this, they didn't write, boiling inside. Outside I'm calm because I have to maintain my image, no? That okay, I'm very calm person, I don't get any time angry. And inside I sit and boil. What is the thing? Vimudhatma. That is called as mithyachara. So the foolish people think that karmendriyani sanyamya. Karmendriyani are what? All the organs of action. How many karmendriyas are there?
5.
5.
5. Can you name? Quickly. 5 karmendriyas. Nobody is able to say 5 karmendriyas?
Eyes, ears, nose, tongue,
Skin.
Knows who said?
eye.
Come on. So nobody is knowing karmendriyas. Now that class also, huh? Karmendriyas.
Organ.
Vak, Pani, Pad, Payu, Upast. You should remember in this order only. Vak, Pani, Vak, tongue, not for taste. That is Jnanendriya. Vak is for speech. Same tongue is a Karmendriya, same tongue is a Jnanendriya. Karmendriya, when you say Vak, Vak is for to talk, to speak. Vak. Pani. Pani is hand. Grahana Shakti. To hold. Vak, Pani. Pada. Gamana Shakti. To walk. Walk, Pani, Pad. Payu. Visarjana Shakti. The one which excretes. Mala. Maladvara. Maladvara is Payu. Upastha. Prajanana Kriya. Prajanana, reproduction. Organ for reproduction. Okay. So excretion is taken one side. The Maladvara is taken. And the it's I can't say it Mutradvara. We have to take it as reproductive only. So Ananda Shakti. So Vak, Pani, Pat, Payu, Upastha. Where is nose into this? With nose you do any action. With nose you sense smell. That is sensory. That is Jnanendriya.
Yes,
So
I
don't
think
mix
most of us,
Jnanendriya.
most of us understood that as a sensory, organ. That's why everyone was talking about seeing and listening. So now we got it. You wanted Karmendriya, which is different.
Karmendriya is the
and
organ
at least I didn't know that.
That's it. Karmendriya is organ of action. Jnanendriya is
Knowledge.
Organ of senses. Then that eyes, nose, tongue, skin, ears will come in Jnanendriya. Jnana Grahana Shakti. They bring, those are the organs through which we understand the outside world. Without that, we would have not known what is the outside world. I'm able to see the light, colors, rupa. I'm able to hear sounds. I'm able to feel it's hot or cold. Able to smell. These are the things which I relate. It brings me the information from the outer world. These are my senses. But if I have to act, I can't act with my eyes or ears. Nothing can be picked or walked. To pick, Grahana Shakti, Chalana Shakti, whatever. You need your Karmendriyas. So, not doing and nicely sitting, Karmendriyani Sanyamya. So this is our Lyabantavya. We have seen Tvantavya and Lyabantavya. Having done one action, you are going to the next. So anybody quickly remembering when it is Tvanta and when it is Lyabanta? Meaning I said, it is like you do one action and then you go into another action. Anybody quickly?
That is Lyabanta.
Tvanta is also that only. When do you use Tvanta and when you use Lyabanta?
When there is an upasarg, then we use the Lyabanta. Otherwise, it's just Gatva, Gamya, Upagamya.
Confusion.
When a dhatu has a prefix, then we use Lyabanta.
Yes.
Otherwise,
So now, now using the same, she has used in Gatva. Now use that same and explain. Same.
Gatva after going.
Yeah. No. So having gone, so you're good. So now if we have to, this is Tvanta. If we have to do the same dhatu Lyabanta, what are we doing?
Upagamya.
Upagamya, better word.
Agacha.
Agamya.
Closer. Agamya. Agacha is asking somebody to come to you. Agamya means having come, doing whatever other action. So Gatva and Agamya. And which is the dhatu? Gamagacha dhatu. Gamagacha dhatu is that. Gamagacha is Parasmaipad dhatu. Okay. So you should not remember all this. That this Gamagacha is becoming like Pathati means what it will happen?
Gachati.
Gachati.
Gachata, gachanti.
Gachasi, gachatah, gachatha, gachami, gachavaha, gachamaha.
Yes, fantastic. So those who have written the notebook, it's easy to refer. Even if you have written Patha over there, you could do Gamagacha also seeing that. Like Sharda Ji got confused. Oh, Phala is not been taught. No, when I is taught over there in the notebook, it is right in front of her. I know it is there. But she is continuously turning pages. So this is what happens when, suddenly we get the spotlight is on means, oh, now I'm going to do a mistake. This is only the thought. So a mistake will only come. Yes, I know. It should be the thought. Then that I know will come. What is going on in the thought level will only manifest outside into action. So here, Karmendriyani Sanyamya. Having controlled the Karmendriyas, Yaha. So Visarga's Lopa has happened. Next word is Aswara. So Yaha, who? It is, we have seen the Yat Shabda. In that Pullinga, we have seen Yaha. So Yaha, Aste, who sits. Manasa, third case, by mind, Smaran, thinking, not doing action. Karmendriyanis are Sanyamya. Karmendriyanis are under control. Hands are not doing anything. You are not walking. You are not doing anything. But Manasa Smaran. What Manasa Smaran? Indriyarthan. Next line, first word. By mind, Indriyarthas are what? Indriya we know. All our sense organs. Indriyartha is what? All the sense objects. Mind is sitting and thinking, oh, that wedding, that gulab jam was good. Tomorrow I can go over there and do this. Tomorrow I'll tell her this. Tomorrow I'm wanting to buy this. Today I did this. My mind can go anything. Sit over here, go to Switzerland and come nicely. Anywhere the mind can go sitting over here. Indriyarthan. So you are following. You are sitting, you are not doing anything. Mostly in the meditation, no? We want to meditate, and exactly 25 years ago, what somebody said will come in the mind. Probably you are newly married, and that time, how he said this and how my mother-in-law said this 25 years ago. Mother-in-law is there or not now, we do not even know. Or she had said that she might remember or not, that is also not question. But in your meditation, it will come. Manasa smaran. You are doing any action? No. Karmendriyani nicely sanyamya. Nothing. Every world is thinking you are closing your eyes and you are doing a meditation. Nobody is saying what in your mind you are what meditating. Aham Brahmasmi or what? Some story. So Indriyarthan, Manasa Indriyarthan Smaran, then that is that delusion, that is Vimudhatma. He thinks that he has Sanyamya, he has nicely controlled the Karmendriyas. But that is called Mithyacharaha. Mithyacharaha sa uchyate. He is called the hypocrite. Means you are thinking something, you are doing something, you are speaking something. There is no personality integration happening. So when we are doing like this, we are going away from ourselves and our personality disintegrates. So the Vak Siddhi, like, some person say something and that happens, we see so many times. So a person who is integrated more solidly, when you are integrated, what you see, what you say, what you do, what you think, that becomes truth. Because you're integrated so much. So do we want such siddhi? We can just practice integrating our personality. Small things we lie, no? To a spouse we lie, to our kids we lie, to our bosses we lie, to whatever people we are integrating, interacting, we are not the same. Something is, somebody would be politically not correct and we would curse them. Somebody would be in something. We are not the same to all in our minds. Externally, in a party, we might have, in a gathering, social gathering, we might smile and greet everything, but in our mind, we might be cursing that person. Personality disintegration is happening. So this mithyachara is our problem. Basically, we'll have to solve that at that level first. So then slowly our personality would integrate with the thought, the speech, and the action is doing one and the same thing, which we don't have to hide anything from anyone. Karmendriyani sanyamya yaste manasa smaram Indriyarthan vimudhatma mithyacharasa uchyate. Let us go ahead. Shantaji, Vani. Yastvindriyani manasa.
यस्त्विन्द्रियाणि मनसा
यस्त्विन्द्रियाणि मनसा
नियम्यारभतेऽर्जुन
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 कर्मेन्द्रियः कर्मयोगम्
कर्मेन्द्रियैः कर्मयोगम्
कर्मेन्द्रियैः कर्मयोगम्
असक्तः स विशिष्यते
असक्तः स विशिष्यते
असक्तः स विशिष्यते
यस्त्विन्द्रियाणि मनसा नियम्यारभतेऽर्जुन
यस्त्विन्द्रियाणि मनसा नियम्यारभतेऽर्जुन
यस्त्विन्द्रियाणि मनसा नियम्यारभतेऽर्जुन
कर्मेन्द्रियः कर्मयोगम् असक्तः स विशिष्यते
कर्मेन्द्रियैः कर्मयोगम् असक्तः स विशिष्यते
कर्मेन्द्रियैः कर्मयोगम् असक्तः स विशिष्यते
यस्त्विन्द्रियाणि मनसा नियम्यारभतेऽर्जुन कर्मेन्द्रियैः कर्मयोगम् असक्तः स विशिष्यते
यस्त्विन्द्रियाणि मनसा नियम्यारभतेऽर्जुन कर्मेन्द्रियैः कर्मयोगम् असक्तः स विशिष्यते
See the sandhi over there. Yaha tu indriyani. Yes, tu indriyani. Yaha. That sakara goes with the visarga. Tu indriyani. U and E will come, that time V is forming. Last we saw Hyavashaha. E and A came, Y has formed. Now we are seeing one. U and V has come. U and E has come and V has been formed. Just note small things. Technically, we will learn how this twin. So, yaha tu indriyani manasa niyamya. Manasa, we now saw in the previous verse, it is the third case we saw. Third case means instrumental case. Instrumental case means by or with. So manasa means by mind. You are employing the mind. Niyamya, controlling what? Indriyani. Yaha, who by mind controls the indriya and arabhate. Starts, oh Arjuna, starts what? Karmendriyahi, by the organ of actions, plural. Karmendriyahi, by the organs of action. How it is plural? So many organs we have, no? So, otherwise, karmendriyena, indriyena. Okay. Like vanena or devena. By that, then see that word, karma yogam, ma half is gone, balance is asaktaha. Asaktaha is somebody who is not attached to. So, by mind, employing the mind to control the organs. So, all indriyas, jnanendriya, karmendriya, whatever, but generally it is understood as jnanendriya. Sense organs are going out, right? Outward bound there. So, by mind, employing it and controlling, niyamya, disciplining it, and performing the actions without any attachment to it, that is doing karma yoga. So he is excelling, saha vishishyate. So that person's action is excelling. I'm doing certain action to get money, to get fame, to get praises from people. When you are having intentions of action of the world, you are bound to it. But for no reason you do the action. Or even praying to Lord, I want to pass an exam, I want to get money, I want a job, my marriage of my children should happen. Even to God you approach with something that you want to fulfill. But those who can pray without any intention or want or for something, for the sake of the action, when the action is done, without a selfish goal and interest into it, then that is being in karma yoga. You are doing all the actions. You are not doing sannyasa. Whatever needs to be done without attachment. I feed my son so that when in my old age he will feed me. Not karma yoga. It's not going to happen also. So not to expect only. They have come through you. They are not yours. But that my son, my daughter has happened, no? Which is creating. So over here clearly, this is the basis, the whole psychology The entire thing of happiness is this mantra. So we have to mark this as important because this tells us exactly how we have to act. Very simple looking mantra, ignored often, but this is having the seed of the Karma Yoga. How our action should be translated into yoga is this verse. Manasa indriyani niyamya asaktaha karmendriyaihi karma yogam vishishyate. You have to have and do the action also, not run away. Without attachment, doing your actions and with your mind controlling the senses. Once somebody comes and shopping spree starts, everybody wants to shop, no? Then all the list will come. Hey, you didn't shop from there. That sari over there is speciality. That whatever, that jewelry is that speciality. Then everybody wants to buy all that only. Because it's been said, no, you have not done that. Then you want to do. What happens? And eventually that's going to lie down in the house somewhere in that corner. That new sari you will wear for 2 days. Then wherever it goes, God alone knows. And your jewelry will go and sit in the locker. God alone knows in which marriage or function you will remove that jewelry again to wear. Or whether you would remember or not. It will remain over there as jada. Today, Swami Shukdevanandji was saying he was doing 7th chapter. So this verse came, yo yo yayam tanum bhakta. Then in that he said, with what you are approaching to God, with what Shraddha, Lord will fulfill that. Okay. But that will have a limitation. After that, what? You get everything. After that, what? He will fulfill your desire. To that Devata you have approached. That Devata is for okay. Eventually it has to turn to Chaitanya, where you have not any expectations. Until you are doing that, otherwise you keep on asking and keep on in the circle. You want Swarga, okay, you got Swarga. After that, what? After that much punya is over, you are going to come down. So he had said this in today's class very beautifully. Same thing is coming over here. How much we are dragging our mind. And how much we can, how much we will stretch. So there is never enough. It will go, another will come. Yastvindriyani manasa niyamyarabhaterjuna karmendriyah karma yogam asaktas savishishyate. Mark this as important mantra and please memorize it. Continue. Niyatang kuru karma tvam.
Niyatam kuru karma tvam.
Niyatam kuru karma tvam.
Karmajyayo hyakarmanaha.
Karmajyayo hyakarmanaha.
Karmajyayo hyakarmanaha.
Sharirayatra pichate.
Sharirayatra pichate.
Sharirayatra pichate.
Na prasidhyeda karmanaha.
Na prasidhyeda karmanaha.
Na prasidhyeda karmanaha.
So na prasidhye dvitva is there. Niyatang kuru karmatvam. Karmatvam is also dvitva. Karmajyayo, that karmajyayo is also dvitva. Karmajyayo hyakarmanaha.
Niyatam kuru karma tvam. Karmajyayo hyakarmanaha.
Niyatam kuru karma tvam. Karmajyayo hyakarmanaha.
Sharirayatra pichate. Na prasidhyeda karmanaha.
Sharirayatra pichate. Na prasidhyeda karmanaha.
Sharirayatra pichate. Na prasidhyeda karmanaha.
नियतं कुरु कर्म त्वं कर्म ज्यायो ह्यकर्मणः शरीरयात्रापि च ते न प्रसिद्ध्येद कर्मणः
नियतं कुरु कर्म त्वं कर्म ज्यायो ह्यकर्मणः शरीरयात्रापि च ते न प्रसिद्ध्येद कर्मणः.
Very beautiful verse. We will see first the meaning, then I'll tell you what happened today. Niyatam means always. And we are bound to that. We cannot, means that is for sure. That is the must thing. The thing that has to be done always. Kuru karma tvam. Tvam niyatam karma kuru. You do the action which you are bound by. Always. What are so many actions we have? No? We have got nitya karma. We have got naimityaka karma. Correct? We have got kamya karma. We have got nishiddha karma list also. So something niyatam kuru. Somebody sent me Sandhya, somebody's Upanayana happened in Haridwar recently. One of our class members. Upanayana happened excellent. But now with Upanayana comes a new thing. Sandhi has to be done. Sandhya Vandana has to be done every day. That is niyatam karma. You cannot escape from that. Your daily little sadhana, jap, puja, whatever you are doing, that is niyatam. You cannot. Some are naimittika. So for some time only you would be doing. Some special ritual would be there. Only for that particular time you need to do. Something which Shastra has said as nishiddha karma, which you should not. Alcohol, for example. It has become a status symbol. How much alcohol, which alcohol bottle. Without that, a dinner doesn't happen, a meeting doesn't happen. Prestige state. You've gone for somebody's house, they have invited an offer, you have to invite them and you have to offer them. If we don't have such a circle, we are blessed and we should thank God. Because those who are in that circle, they cannot go without it. The businesses would flop, or their social life, they think if that's not their social life, they wouldn't be able to live. I see, okay. Irrespective of sex, male, female, both. Nishiddha it is. Kaival Upanishad says that from that tapa that you are going to go deep into by drinking that sura, by chanting and learning Kaival Upanishad, you will get purified. So otherwise you are thrown in. Alcohol is a status symbol. It is a nishiddha karma. Coming back to the verse. So, do the actions that you are bound to always, the actions that must be performed at any cost, always to be done. Okay? Because karma, jayaha hi akarmanaha. Jayaha is a superior. Akarmanaha, without doing action, means inaction. Doing action is anytime superior. How many days you can just sit like that without doing anything? Will said you will get bored. My Veena teacher said that today. I said, I don't want class. You rest well. She's coming out of her major surgery from her abdominal, some major surgery, 17 centimeters by 13 centimeters, some major surgery has happened. Weak, cannot walk, cannot talk. But she wants. I said, no, I'll not come. She said, no, you come. Then I said, okay, I'll not come for 1 hour. You do me half an hour or 40 minutes. And she forced, I went. And literally she's weak. And I asked, but why you have to do it? So difficult for you to sit down. And I've got bored, she said. So I'm not doing all. Some classes I'm doing. So you cannot sit. She can rest, no? No, cannot rest. You cannot sit without doing the action. And you are getting bored. So inaction, it's a tough job. Doing the action is better. She said, when when we chant something, we are playing and all, that gives me a relief. Okay. So then what? Because cannot carry weight, it's abdominal surgery, cannot do anything. She's just reduced to some 40 odd kilos now. Such a healthy. She's gone completely in a weaker side. But the answer is because she is bored, she has to do and continue her class because that's all she has done whole life. That's all. Morning till evening, all year throughout. Second line. Sharira Yatra. Sharira Yatra is not something where body is going. Day to day, you are maintaining the body, right? The day to day. Sharira is Shiryamana. Every day the Shirya is happening, means it is deteriorating. And you are maintaining that, you are not allowing it to die. So for that maintenance of the body, na prasidhyet. Na prasidhyet means it would not be possible by what? Akarmanaha. To maintain your body without doing action is not going to be possible, in other words, right? So we see so many joggers, so many walkers. We also are part of that. We also walk our body. We say, oh no, the body is getting very stagnant or sedentary. We have to, because without that, the body cannot be maintained. Only eating and sleeping, you see, you will get bored. You say you want to go and do something. So it is not possible to maintain the body with inaction, and it is mandatory to do the karmas which the Vedas have prescribed and not do the karmas which Vedas have said not to do. You have to do that because doing action is superior to not doing action. This is the crux of this mantra. Remember the meaning, no need to memorize. But very, very powerful statement this mantra is saying. Number 8. Niyatam kuru karma tvam karma jyayo hyakarmanaha sharira yatra pichate na prasidhyeda karmanaha. Padmaji, Jalajaji. Yajnarthat karmanonyatra.
यज्ञार्थात् कर्मणोऽन्यत्र
Padmaji.
यज्ञार्थात् कर्मणोऽन्यत्र
Lokoyam karma bandhanaha.
लोकोऽयं कर्म बन्धनः
लोकोऽयं कर्म बन्धनः
Tadartham karma kaunteya.
तदर्थं कर्म कौन्तेय
Again.
तदर्थं कर्म कौन्तेय
Tadartham. Ka is a mahaprana, da is alpa prana. Ka is alpa prana.
तदर्थं कर्म कौन्तेय
तदर्थं कर्म कौन्तेय
Mukta sangha samachara.
मुक्तसङ्गः समाचर
Sangha, ga alpa prana, not sangha, sangha.
मुक्तसङ्गः समाचर
प्रसङ्गः समाचर
Yajnarthat karmanonyatra lokoyam karma bandhanaha.
यज्ञार्थात् कर्मणोऽन्यत्र
Ka mahaprana.
यज्ञार्थात् कर्मणोऽन्यत्र लोकोऽयं कर्म बन्धनः
यज्ञार्थात् कर्मणोऽन्यत्र लोकोऽयं कर्म बन्धनः
Tadartham karma kaunteya mukta sangha samachara.
तदर्थं कर्म कौन्तेय मुक्तसङ्गः समाचर
तदर्थं कर्म कौन्तेय मुक्तसङ्गः समाचर
Pulvas.
यज्ञार्थात् कर्मणोऽन्यत्र लोकोऽयं कर्म बन्धनः तदर्थं कर्म कौन्तेय मुक्तसङ्गः समाचर
यज्ञार्थात् कर्मणोऽन्यत्र
लोकोऽयं कर्मबन्धनः तदर्थं कर्म कौन्तेय मुक्तसङ्गः समाचर.
Very beautiful explanation is here. One must read Gurudev's commentary for this. Many may not have the book. I'll post for this. One must read because it is throwing light on what actions bound and what actions don't bound. So, for the sake of the yajnarthat panchami, for the sake of the yajna, whatever the actions are done, anyatra is any other action in the world. Lokaha ayam karma bandhanaha, bound by the action. Means all actions are bound, are going to bind a person, except what you are doing as a yajna, where you are doing it for whatever is the intention to feed the gods. Because through Agni Madhyama only all the ahutis are reaching. Except for that, all other actions are going to bind you. That's why, because we are not sitting always in a yajna. All other actions also we are doing. Yajna is not binding. So other actions are binding. So what this second line in this verse is trying to tell us, for that kind of a karma, for that sake, so that you don't get bound, O Kaunteya, O Kunti Putra, Mukta Sangaha. Sangaha, attachment. Mukta Sangaha, without attachment. Samachara. Samachara, it's like an order. Last week also I said I'll be posting this Prerana Vachak, where Samachara, you please perform all your actions therefore without getting attached. Be a Mukta Sangha. Don't get attached to this result of the action. Do for the sake of doing the actions in the spirit of yajna, whatever you are doing. So yeah, every action is like an ahuti. I'll be posting Gurudev's commentary on this. It's extremely beautiful and that will give more clarity. But for now, let us keep only this thought in mind that our actions, which are going to bind us, we should perform without attachment. Again, the same thought has been repeated in a different perspective. यज्ञार्थात् कर्मणोऽन्यत्र लोकोऽयं कर्म बन्धनः तदर्थं कर्म कौन्तेय मुक्तसङ्गः समाचर. I think we will stop over here so that we don't hurry through this. Homework, start doing. Doubts, please ask and complete the notebook. Though there are 2 weeks, don't postpone it because things are going to pile. There were 2 hands more. I will take it next time. One was Sri Vidya ji's and the other one, I think Shushma ji's, Sumita Sitaram ji's. Okay. Next week we'll start with you. Remind me both of it. Okay. Any doubts in pronunciations of the verses that we have seen today?
Ma'am, in 8th verse, there also been last pada, prasidhyed karma, that one, I didn't understand how.
Na prasidhyed, na, because pra is a conjunct, pa and a ra, 2 consonants are there, consonants, vyanjanas are there, pa and a ra, pra has formed. So when there is a conjunct, joint, jodakshar, joint, when there is a conjunct, the previous alphabet, if it is a rasva sound, not a, e, u, a, e, u, when it is a rasva sound, then dvitva happens. That means that sound has to be pressed and then the conjunct has to be. So now pra is there. So na has to be pressed upon. Na prasidhyet. Na prasidhyet. You chant?
Na prasidhyed.
You are there in that Gita group actually. There how you are chanting every day. Because so many now in chapter 10 you are submitting your verses, right? Vishnu Sahasranam also you are submitting it. How you are chanting there? Most of your chanting verses are correct.
But still, I'm not getting that, like, Hiranya, that I was not able to get Hiranya, no?
Hiranya, that was for Nakara. Ana. That you said Hiranya. So Hiranya. Only little awareness. I think yesterday Narayaniam, that Dutva was creating a confusion for you because the rule is not known. Now is the rule clear? Any conjunct comes, previous alphabet, if it is a Rasva sound, that Rasva will have a pressure. If now this pra is there, so Nap has come. Extra ip, per sound has come. If it was a veer, ver and a year is also conjunct, then Nav, ver will come. Each time it is not per coming. Depending upon what is the conjunct, that sound has to be present. In Vyakta, then Nav Vyakta. Prasiddhyeda, Nap Prasiddhyeda. Okay? Hyavashaha was there then, her sound. Nah Hyavashaha. So depending upon what is that, the previous sound will get extra. Okay? Not if yakta is there, ta is there, then ta half will come extra. Not yakta. Okay. Any more questions?
Nurshaji, I have just a quick question. Last week, you had mentioned that there is a poetic beauty starting with chapter 3. You were going to take each sloka.
Yes, I deliberately avoided today because the homeworks were not done and I feel I'm giving a lot of information. But I would actually like to share if everybody is wanting it. I need just a response. Otherwise, it goes, I come and say. But we should have Anvay, and I am preparing the Anvayas. 4 I have done. I should be posting it. If you all want, and if you are willing to study, I'll give.
There's a lot of learning when that happens, when the verse is split that way, then the meaning starts to flow, and as you learn the meaning, then the understanding happens. Today, that beautiful verse that you were writing, I was trying to write as fast as you were speaking, Manasa Indriyani Sanyamya. And then I was like, okay, now I get that part. Then what is the second part of that? Asaktaha, what happens then?
Okay. I will give the Anvaya. Good.
Thank you.
Yeah. It's nice. It naturally comes when the Anvaya is there, the meaning comes naturally, and it's really beautiful. And without knowledge of Gita, life is waste. One can learn whatever. The learners not learn Gita, one has not eaten. Because it is Sar of all the Upanishads. It is the Brahma Vidya. It is the knowledge. So we have to give importance to Gita. If nothing, we don't have any other Upanishad access. We don't have nothing. Everything, all Upanishad Sara is everything of all Upanishads condensed, and all the good part is come into Gita. So only one Gita is enough to learn all the rest of the Upanishads. We learn there where? Anybody striking any verse? Nobody? Any verse? I said something now. On that there is one verse. Exactly, Pushpaji. All the Upanishads are the cow. Sarvopanishado Gavaha. Gavaha is plural of go, cows. And the Dogdha is who? The milkman is Krishna.
Gopal and Krishna.
Krishna. And who is drinking the milk?
Arjuna.
Arjuna means
All of us.
all of us. So it is the milk of all the Upanishads, the essence of all the Upanishads. So one must take Gita learning really seriously and go behind every word and every aspect of it in great details. And that journey will bloom us up. It is not, okay, when you learn in this fashion and the meaning you have mugged up, not like that. That little unfolding happens in layers with some small things. Yeah. And it is gradual process. So by now, if you have finished 3 chapters, even munching on that 3 chapters have changed something into us and something open, if we are regular. That book, that Shastra will bless us if we respect it that much and we study and we keep it, and that desire to know and want, if we have, it will bless us. We'll get that. So hold your Svadhyayas very strong and seriously. Come in the class completing the homework. It blesses. And with you all, even I am writing, no? It's not that. With this, I am also writing. With you all, even I am also chanting. So I think now I'll have to really run because third alarm has buzzed. Hari Om, everyone. We have not done the Purna mantra, right? We'll just complete with the Purna mantra and end the session. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Shri Krishnarpanamastu. Hari Om, everyone.
Hari
See you
Om,
all
everyone.
next
Hari
time.
Om.
Thank
Hari Om. Hari Om.
Hari Om Varsha ji.
Hari Om ji. Hari Om.
Hari Om Varsha.
Hari Om. Hari Om.
Hari Om Varsha ji.
Hari Om ji.